Back in October, we started investigating old decaying boats sitting in the bay. Tonight, in part 2 of our investigation on boat graveyards, we see boats that were eyesores for a long time being pulled out.
It's happening. Rusty old boats that have been sitting in the water way too long.
Oh, we're seeing them everywhere, all over Florida.
Are being pulled out. People who passed by these eyesores every day are happy to finally see them go.
We just live down on the beach, so we travel this road often, and it's been here for quite a while.
Are you surprised that it was there for that long?
Yes, I think it's kind of sad that it's just left for other people to deal with. It becomes a safety hazard with the waterways right here.
This one is the third boat ordered out by Florida Fish and Wildlife since we started investigating in October. FWC is the law enforcement arm of the state that handles old abandoned boats called derelict vessels in our waterways. After our first story aired, Stephen Lee and his crew were authorized to pull these 2 decaying boats out of what locals call the boat graveyard in St. Pete.
Sometimes you just look over and there's an abandoned ship and you're kind of just wondering, wow, that thing has been here for a long time.
Here are the removal authorization letters from FWC to Pinellas County dated November 7th, 13th, and 20th. When a vessel is deemed derelict by the state, the jurisdiction where it was dumped takes care of removal. Lee says the moment the county gets authorization from the state, it takes action because these hazards can take someone's life.
Some of these are partially submerged, so if a vessel hits them at speed, of course, someone can be ejected. We just removed one off the jetty where I think 4 were ejected.
But that's not all. When these boats sit there year after year, they pollute the water and endanger the wildlife.
We have to remove fuel off of them. There's paint, batteries, motor oil, different things like that. So all of that has to come off.
Those are big environmental hazards, aren't they?
Definitely.
Lee tells us when they remove vessels like these, they never know what's going to happen. Sometimes they fall apart. The view from above, captured by Drone 10, shows just how challenging the process can be. This one didn't want to come up to the surface for 3 days. And this time-lapse video shows you all the work that goes into it. These are not going to be a hazard anymore. And we are told more vessels will follow.
I think a lot of people take on projects and realize they take on the vessel, realize it's too much, it's going to cost them too much, and then the easy thing for them to do is leave it. That's why the county wants them disposed of. There's no salvage in these vessels. We destroy them.
Cleaning up the bay, one boat at a time.
I'm very pleased to see that happen.
We received tons of calls after our first story aired. Some of you say you have boats that you've tried to tow out of the water. Others have a boat graveyard junking up your neighborhood. We are staying on top of this issue, and you can see much more of our ongoing story on our 10 News app. Just look for Boat Graveyard.
Today,